It's time for another episode of Smash Our Stash. Hi everyone, Letty here. Welcome to hashtag Smash Our Stash for November. This is a crafty collab video for the month of November. It is a free choice, so we can choose whatever we want. I chose 6x6 paper packs and leftovers. So welcome back everyone for hashtag Smash Our Stash this month. It's hosted by Beth, who's Bourbon Creek Crafts. The prompt was to use anything from your stash. It was a free choice. So I chose these 6x6 paper packs from Dollar Tree. And so the first part of my stash is that I want to use up some of these little 6x6 paper pads. I brought out 4 of them. I'm only going to be smashing 2 of them. So these again are the ones from Dollar Tree. I found 4 at my store. There were 2 sort of darker, sort of Christmas, more kind of pattern themed color prints. And then also there's 2 that was more like for fall. And so these are the paper packs that I had seen at Dollar Tree. Again, they were like $1.25 per pack. So I'm going to put those 2 aside, and I am going to be using these bottom 2 that have the brighter colors for this smash today. So part of my hashtag Crafty Goals 2023 is also to smash paper pads. So I figured this would be a perfect sort of combo for that collab as well. So the first part, again, I'm going to be smashing both of these packs. We'll see what I do. So I have already smashed the 2 paper packs. I am going to put the 2 sort of Christmas color themed ones back in my stash. Those are just a lot darker than what I want to use right now. I'm sort of crafting for fall, so I figured these 2 would be perfect. What was weird is that one of the packs has like pinks, but I ended up making 59 total A2 size cards. All I did was do the layout of my card. So I have a large card mat, 4 by 5 1/4. I have a 3-inch square that has a mat. I have a little scrap on an A2 size card base. I have a scrap on the inside. So pretty much all of my cards for this first stack are done the exact same way. And then there is, I think, a couple of cards. Yeah, these 2 right here. These don't have, they just have 2 squares sort of overlapping. Those are 3 by 3 squares. Then the second card design that I did was this second one with the sort of strips. Now these strips are 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 3/4 of an inch, and all of them are 5 1/4 inch high. I do have scraps on the insides of those cards too. So what I did was I sat down, I cut down all my papers, made all of my card bases. I ended up with 59 total card bases. The next part of my video is I'm going to decorate these. So again, I had 59 total cards from those 2 paper packs. So then these were the scraps that I had left over, not very much, and I'm not going to stress over them. They're kind of really thin, and so I figured it just wasn't even worth trying to use them. I also had some small little paper scraps, but I had already put some papers on the insides. The second part of my smash is going to be using leftover or reserve sort of cut aparts and die cuts and stamped images, and I'm going to finish embellishing just with what I already had in my stash. So I did not pull out anything new. I didn't stamp any new images. I just pulled out this bag. You see here I have some that are fully done. I have some that need to be colored. I have some stamped images. I have some sentiments. I have, you know, just a ton of images, and even some sort of cut up ephemera pieces that I had fussy cut from Creative Fabrica. So just a ton of items that I figured I would just try to use up, because I am on a design team, and so at the end of each month I usually end up having a ton of extra little bits and pieces from my sort of, you know, crafty projects. And so I figured this would be the perfect time to pull them out, use them, and also just try to, you know, use some of this stash. Now in previous months for Smash Our Stash, I also used up scraps and turned them into these sentiments. So I thought this would be just be another great way to use up what I had. I had some die cuts. I had die cut out of scrap paper. I have some additional sentiments that I die cut out of white cardstock. So just again, the second part of this smash for this month is I'm going to use up my leftovers, my reserve ephemera pieces, and I'm going to decorate those cards. So for hashtag Smash Our Stash for November, I smashed the 2 paper packs from Dollar Tree. I also brought out my sort of leftover or reserve embellishments. You see there, I've already added back in my fall items that I just had a video on the other day. So I made 59 total A2 size cards. They are very plain. I still need to come back in and add like additional embellishments and some maybe enamel dots, but I figured I've already got my main images. I've got my sentiments on each of the cards. I can decide where I'm going to be donating them or getting rid of them to, and so I can figure out which organization will allow for enamel dots, which ones will allow for jemmies and things like that. So some of them were these Creative Fabrica sort of, you know, cut images. I fussy cut them, I printed them, and then fussy cut just like those you see here. These were the pink cards. Then I had some leftover images from Not Too Shabby stamps and things that I had done with my design team projects. Every month I get new projects from Not Too Shabby, and so I showcase them by doing videos for you, but I end up usually having leftovers. And so this is what I had in my stash as far as just little leftovers. And you see these are very, very plain. I still need to come back, add additional embellishments, maybe some snowflakes or some hearts, or, you know, just gemmies or enamel dots or something. But I figured for this first pass, these would definitely work. And it sort of killed two birds with one stone, because I was able to smash some paper packs that I had in my stash. I had just picked those up from Dollar Tree, but then I also was able to use up lots of the sort of reserve or leftover images that I had in my sort of stash bag there. The third benefit to using your leftovers is that you're able to knock out your projects or your cards in pretty much no time at all. So because I already had all of the images stamped and colored and fussy cut or die cut or on sort of those, you know, die cut circles, and I had my sentiments already stamped out, I was able to knock these out very fast. I think I decorated all of these 59 cards in about an hour and a half maybe. I did pop some of them up on foam dimensional tape. Otherwise, had I taken the time to stamp and color and do all the things with these images, it would have taken me days. And so that is one of the other benefits of using what you have in your stash that you've already prepped. So again, 59 total A2 size cards. This was a free choice month, so I smashed paper packs and my leftover sort of embellishment reserves. Again, this is hashtag Smash Our Stash for November. Make sure you check out that hashtag so you can see what everyone is doing this month. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you got some inspiration. As always, happy crafting.